I always look at it like, yo, like these women who do all these setting up of dudes, I'm like, they don't value their life.
No.
They don't value their life.
Oh, look at the girl who was caught up. Look at the girl who got caught up in the whole Fulio thing.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
She's pregnant, and she's facing potentially life in prison.
Yeah.
They're going to take that baby, separate her from the baby, and she's going to sit in a jail cell.
Yeah, I seen someone ask me, they were like, yo, does she get to, fully breastfeed the baby and spend like a couple months? And I'm like, I don't think so. I think she gives birth, and then I think maybe they give her the courtesy of, hey, somebody will come pick up, like, you'll have some suction cups on your like they'll pick, but you're not chilling with your baby in the cell.
Being pregnant doesn't exclude you from the law.
Yeah,
you are just as susceptible to a man in the same situation. Okay, you're pregnant. Well, you can't keep the baby. You can't have a baby in your jail cell. It's over. Be put in foster care or given to a relative, and then you're gonna do out your time. Yeah, so it's messed up, man, and. Yeah, man, it just is what it is.
Hey, what's your thoughts on YSL Woody? I seen him and Charleston White just get into it recently. They were like a dynamic duo, but it looked like they're getting at each other now.
It's pretty easy to get into it. Charleston White, I think eventually everyone does to a certain degree, me included. Well, listen, if you were to tell me that the number one witness in the YSL trial who snitched on Young Thug and is really the reason why everyone's even there, right? I mean, is that a fair?
Yeah, he helped make the case. He has.
In fact, the case is sort of.
He has nearly 10 hours of interrogation footage.
Right. So essentially, the entire case is based on him implicating Young Thug into a murder, and you're telling me that this guy would be getting paid posts,
20v1s,
20 versus ones, paid interviews.
When I seen Adam went there to do the interview, and brought a crew, and paid him, and I said,
yeah, he paid him.
I said,
I actually know the amount too.
Yeah, well, I know it too. I was like, yo, wow. I was like, yo, this guy is he that hot? Is that popping in the streets?
Well, but and Adam said to his defense that this was one of the biggest interviews he's dropped in recent memory. Like that interview actually did numbers. I mean, YSL Woody spoke at Thurgood Marshall Law School at a HBCU. Did you see that?
Recently?
No, like a month ago. I think I posted, and you posted it also.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I did.
I believe it's in Texas. Yeah, like one of the HBCUs in Texas. Thurgood Marshall was the first black Supreme Court judge. Like, this is a symbolic school here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, do you think he's doing good or bad? Because, like, I think he's redefining the cultural definition or the cultural stigma on snitching. Like, he's actually kind of seen as, yo, like, yeah, he told, but, snitch usually almost means bitch, too, right? Yeah. He's not seen as a bitch because he's seen as a killer. And because of his personality, I think people kind of like, they've grown to like him. Like, we've seen, people have these like complex feelings about the case. They want Thug free, but they like YSL Woody and they like Gunna. You get what I mean?
Do they like YSL Woody, or is YSL Woody just...
Nah, they like him.
Well, I mean, he's entertaining, right? And, to his defense, he isn't on the stand saying, Young Thug put me up to the murder. It's Young Thug. Young Thug sent him away to jail. He's on the stand saying, I lied. I don't remember. He's putting up free Young Thug posts on his Instagram.
Which none of that matters when you told for 10 hours.
I understand that, but it seems like he's trying to help Young Thug as opposed to hurt him. Whereas you look at like the Tekashi trial, Tekashi's clearly trying to put all those 9 Trey guys away for as long as possible. It doesn't appear like YSL Woody's trying to do that. Well, he's trying. I know it might be too late, but I'm saying at least he's trying to go the opposite way.
I think that's why people like him, and they've thought he's funny. I'm wondering to see how that case is going to turn out. The irony of this, and I think I said it on your platform, I predicted that Thug's going to get found guilty.
Yeah.
I do want to put it in comparison and give it an additional stat. In Georgia, the second longest trial, this is the current, this is on day 138. The second longest trial went for 74 days, I believe. It was corruption within the school system. They got found guilty. All subsequent trial that's went over 40 days, guilty.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is approaching double the second longest trial. Yeah. Again, people are remembering the YSL Woody moment, and yes, he was on the stand for a month. But if we look at the hours of interrogation footage, all the investigators that are speaking, other witnesses that are also, again, the thing about Rico is it's not, this whole Young Dolph situation, it ended pretty quickly because it really was cut and dry. It was 4 days, cut and dry. This 137, yes, maybe a good 30 days of that was Woody being on the stand, being highly entertained and doing the most. Mm-hmm. But after you sat there for a year and you've watched a million other things and they're giving you evidence, even though it's a shit show, I just don't see, unless a mistrial is called, I don't see how they don't vote guilty. Yeah. And do I think he gets out on like some appeal or overturn it? Of course, right? Because it's a shit show, but it is what it is.
I mean, there's going to be an appeal. The appeal may go through, and then there's going to be the question of whether they're going to do a whole new trial or whether they're going to offer him a plea deal that's going to include all the jail time that he's already sat in. And
yeah, they would have to. I would
add
hope
an extra
so.
5 years to it, and then there's probably be a good deal for him, so he'll take it as opposed to potentially blowing trial and getting 50 years or something. Yeah,
well, Fonnie Williams' fate also is going to affect the case. I mean, she's still with that lover she claims she wasn't with.
Yeah.
She's also facing some sanctions herself.